So here we are, just joining this match at the end of the first rack. This is Thursday 10 ball Scotch doubles. We've got Izom and Dizzle, usual partnership, who are paired up against Larry and Zecarioca. And this is a handicap tournament, of course, but the two teams are playing scratch in this first match. And Izom just has an easy roll in on the 10. You should know by now, 10 ball is a called shot game, and any slop shots need to be miscalled. So combos and banks are generally the ones that are going to be called. Now, just while Izom's breaking off in this rack, let's have a quick look at the tournament bracket. We'll go to the calendar and we will check out the active tournament. It tells you it's active there, and click the bracket, and we'll see we've got 4 teams in. It's double elimination. Winner's side is race to 5 and the win-loss side is a race to 3. And the match that we're watching, which is Izom and Dizzle against Larry and Zecarioca, that's the one at the bottom of the bracket, and you can see the score is automatically updated on the bracket as well, which is quite handy. And you can go directly into a tournament room, by just clicking that little symbol there. Now, I could jump to that other room, but we'll stick with this room for the time being. And so we've got Izom and Dizzle still at the table, so obviously they got a ball in the break, and the balls are all sitting nicely in the open here. And Izom's, well, ideally he should have stunned across for that 6, but he's left it a little bit uncomfortable for Dizzle. But he's played that well, controlled the speed of the cue ball well as well. I'll say that again. He's controlled the speed of the cue ball well also. And I think Dizzle can just drop down for the 9. Difficult to tell how much of an angle he's got in the 8 without looking behind it, but it looks as if he can hold for the 9. Just drop it in. Maybe I'll have to run through, I don't know, it's difficult to judge. Yeah, he just managed to get a bit of bottom on it just to kill it. And we've yet to see anything of Larry and his partner. Certainly out of the 4 players in this match-up, Zecarioca is the least experienced. But Larry certainly makes up for that. He's been playing virtual pool for, well, 20 years now. So he's got a wealth of experience. This time it looks like we've got a dry break, but no shot on here for Larry. I would imagine he's looking to keep this safe somewhere, but what he's going to do I don't know. Well, he's went for the cut, and the reward's there because the 2's over the pocket. Brave shot. And now the problem is if Zecarioca can get Larry on the 3, and he looks to have played that quite well. And a nice angle there just to check back here and bring the cue ball out for the 4 into the same pocket. So Larry and his partner, well, Larry, why did you choke on that one? You should have hit that nice and firm. You had plenty of room to get up the table with the cue ball. Plenty of room. Just didn't get through with the shot. That was bad. He knows that's bad. Nobody needs to tell him. And now all his partner's got to do is kick this 4 and hopefully get it safe one way or another. And if that just goes against the 7, he'll be happy with that. But there's no excuse for that shot, Larry. You know it. Now, what's he calling here? He's calling the bank. Well, this is going to have to be a good shot if he's going to get his partner anywhere onto this 5, and he's only going to leave him a combo by the looks of it. Well, has he got second prize? Yes, he has. He's got the cover. So again, Dizzle, I think he can see enough off the cushion there just to try and kick the 4, so he's done the right thing. He's called the pocket just in case. Well, if that stays behind the 9, he'll be happy with that. Now, how's zecarioca's jump technique? Well, he's going for the boom bang a bang here. This time he's got no luck. Left a 4 ball out in the open, and Izom just needs to follow through here a bit past that 6 ball, which he's done, and that leaves Dizzle a long 5 ball. So this also makes the control of the cue ball a bit more difficult to actually hold him and give him some sort of shot for this 6 ball. Now that's slightly the wrong angle because the cue ball wants to go into that middle pocket here, so Izom will just draw this a bit. Just needs to focus in the pot. He's going to leave his partner on the 7 anyway, no matter what happens. Well, I don't want to jump the gun here, but it's now reached a critical stage here for Larry and zecarioca. And just think of what should have happened or could have happened if Larry had left his partner a shot, and that poor positional shot he played. Well, that could have been played a bit better. There still might be a chance here. This is a nasty cut. Is it going to go? Yeah. Played it at pocket pace, so even though it hit the rail and hit the jaw, it was just a good enough pace for the momentum to take it in. So it's now 3 racks to 0 for Izom and Dizzle. And of course they've got the break. And they actually changed turn as to who was going to break there. But again, it doesn't look as if there's anything going down. Larry's got a fairly straightforward one ball down the rail here, but he had to sort of put a little bit of draw in the cue ball there just to take the pace out of it to leave his partner on the 2. Now that, let's have a look from this side, because that angle isn't good, especially where the 4 ball's sitting. So Larry's got a virtually impossible shot here to somehow give his partner a shot in this 4. Well, I think that's as good as he could ever have played it, because the 4 does squeeze past the 8. It'll go in off the far jaw, and we'll stay here and have a look at it. Well, it went in clean, but he's overhit it, just gone a bit too far. Again, Larry doesn't need to worry about cue ball here. The cue ball should be in the open. Just got to concentrate on getting this cut back. Well, that's a bit unlucky. Zecarioca's Chinese snookered over that 10 ball, and that makes the shot more difficult, as well as actually controlling the cue ball. He needs to come over somewhere to the left here, and the cue ball's running, and if it keeps running, Larry's going to have a long 7 ball. He'll be happy with that. It's going to draw between the 9 and the 10. Well, just a slight stun. He has drawn it and managed to avoid the 9. So Zecarioca just needs to play this a nice pace to get the cue ball up, to leave that 9 into the bottom right, unless he wants to play it really slow for the middle. But he's played it right, and I think Larry and his partner should be off the mark here, barring total disasters. And just a simple roll in on the 10. So Larry and Zecarioca get off the mark, and they've still got the break as well. Winner breaks, remember. How's their luck on the break? Well, he scratched, and a ball went in as well off the break, but that's going to make no difference. All the balls sitting in the open again, and Dizzle just looking to where he can get this cue ball so he can draw back for the 2 ball. And he's played that well. Nice pace. Now what izom needs to do is to avoid any traffic there and get this cue ball up the table. Well, again, that's a sort of nothing shot. He should have erred on the bigger percentage shot of bringing the cue ball far up the table. It would have left Dizzle the longer 3, but he's now left him a really tight cut, and it's going to be down this rail. I don't think he can cut it into the middle, surely. And then of course the problem is where the 4 ball is. Well, he's forced it into the middle pocket, but tried his best to get that cue ball down there. He couldn't do any better than that. But again, that's down to his partner. Just played a weak positional shot and a 3, the wrong shot. Well, that's an open invitation for a bank. He's going to have to call it, of course. Zecarioca needs to remember the cue ball though. Almost scratched. And I think this is, yeah, 4 balls blocked off by the 6. Now, what is he going to call the combo? And that was well played. Very nice shot, nice pace as well. So Izom's objective here, get that cue ball up there in a nice angle on that 9. Where's the cue ball going though? Oh dear, it's disaster. And Larry and Zecarioca have been handed another lifeline in this rack. Now how's Larry's cue ball control from this shot? Let's have a look. Well, that looks fine. That's perfect. Against the rail though, but very easy here for his partner just to roll it in. Well, again, Dizzle and Izom are doing their best to dig a hole for themselves. They've got themselves into a 3-0 lead. All of a sudden it's now 3-2. And Larry passes the break to his partner. Well, that 3 ball went in the pocket, hit the back of it and came back out. And unfortunately it's ended up dry, and not only that, Dizzle's got a shot in the 1. The problem ball here's the 3 obviously. It's stuck in there between the 9 and the 4. And this is just going to be a bit of a hit and hope to try and get some sort of position in the 3. That 3 doesn't go past the 4. It's way too tight. Now how does that look? Now that actually might be, you can just see an edge, but I wonder if that's enough to, he might be overcutting it. Well, that was a well played shot. You could just see enough of it to make the pocket, and that's turned out quite good. Again, a nice angle on the 5. Cue ball's going to go up somewhere around that left middle pocket as we look. Unless he does something with the cue ball, but that's the natural path it's going to go. And that's fine. Taking these nice and easy. All the balls sitting there right in the open. And it really should be another rack to Dizzle and his partner. Just about controlling the cue ball. Now this here, this needs to be stunned in so the cue ball will run across to the right for the 9. Got to hit it firm. That would be the shot to play, unless he's going to, well, he's actually drew that. And if that 10 ball had been in, it wouldn't have been a rack winner, because it wasn't called. But again, Izom's just struggling a bit with the control of the cue ball there. He put bottom on it and actually drew it when he just needed to stun it, and left his partner high on the 9. But in it goes. Cue ball's okay, it's not going in the pocket, and so Izom just needs to drop the 10 in, basically. Looks like a puff of wind will just drop that 10 ball in. But that's all that matters. So now Dizzle and Izoms are sitting on the hill, leading by 4 racks to 2. And maybe they've got themselves back in order, but again, just struggling with position here and there. Three ball went into the corner. I heard something going into the middle. What went into the middle? The 1 ball. It doesn't look as if they've got a shot in the 2. No, 2's stuck next to the 8. So Izom calls the push out. And they might be put back in. They might be asked to play again. Larry's looking at it. I don't know what you can manufacture from that. I know what I'd be doing. I'd be cutting that to the side rail and trying to send the 2 behind the 7. But Larry's went the other way and tried to put the 2 behind the 1, but I'll say that again. He's trying to put the cue ball behind the 7. He's fluffed it up again. Well, I would have went for distance here. Much more likely of getting it, not necessarily completely safe, but getting the cue ball at a distance from the object ball. And as it is, Larry's given Izom and Dizzle a golden opportunity to wrap this match up. And no sooner did I say that, but Dizzle's hooked in the 5. He's going for the kick, and he's called the pocket. And he's got it too thin, caught the top edge of the 5. So once again, zecarioca's got a chance here. And this cue ball's got to run off the side rail and out, and that's well played. However, Larry's got to call the combo because he's got no angle in the 6. And then he's just got to hope that after he gets this 9 ball that the 6 ball stays in the open. And this is where luck comes into the game. Well, Larry's completely missed a combo. Well, I think that's it all over now. He overcompensated there and went too thin with the cut to try and make that pot in the 9 with the combo, and he's missed it. And well, I think I'm going to stick my neck out and say it's all over. And it's all about this shot from this 7 to the 8. Cue ball needs to run off the side rail and back out into the middle of the table, and that's fine. 9 ball hanging over the bottom right hand corner. Shouldn't be a problem. And so Larry and his partner are going to the 1 lost side, so they've still got a second chance. And Dizzle and Izom are going to march on into the next round. Just Izom finishing the match off, rolling the 10 into the middle. So Izom and Dizzle win the match by 5 racks to 2.